University of South Africa Chancellor Thabo Mbeki has honoured 9 outstanding South Africans and Unisa alumni at the Chancellor's Calabash Awards. The Chancellor's Calabash Awards recognises excellence and exemplary achievements of Unisa alumni as well as other South Africans who contributed significantly to shaping futures in the service of humanity. SABC News Reporter Khayelihle Khumalo is in Sandton, Johannesburg, where the awards are being held. Good evening.
Well, a very good evening to you, Juliet. It's an absolutely magnificent night here in Sandton. As you know, that it's all about really honouring those South Africans and those also eminent foreign nationals who have contributed immensely to South Africa's road to democracy. But one of the phenomenal stars, I mean, she doesn't need any introduction here, Juliet. We're joined by Mayor Yvonne Chaka Chaka, and of course, you're one of the winners here. Once again, ma'am, I mean, a prestigious award being honoured at home. Just your fleeting reaction to these developments.
Well, thank you for having me, and good evening to all the SABC viewers. I just want to say I am quite humbled and grateful for receiving this award. I want to thank the Vice-Chancellor, the Vice Principal, and everyone who saw it fit to give me this honor. It is humbling, you know, to know that sometimes you just go on doing your work and then accolades follow you. I am just so grateful that it shows that when you work very hard, you know, and know where you come from. Sometimes, you know, you find yourself here and you don't know where you come from. You don't even appreciate the people who were there for you or the people who paved the way for you. That's why I dedicated this honor to people like Miriam Makeba, Brenda Fassie, PJ Powers, all those who came before us and paved the way.
And I would imagine also it's a combination of a very illustrious career, you know, dating back to the tender age of 20 when you started, but also where we're having social challenges, but also knowing the role that's played by music in terms of shaping the country that we have.
Music has really played a very pivotal, thing in our lives, in our culture, and in our country in particular. I mean, we've had people like Miriam Makeba, who in 1963 was just using her voice and went to the United Nations for the very first time to talk about the atrocities that were happening in South Africa. Fela Kuti, you know, Letambulu and all those people, they were always using their voices to conscientize people about what was happening. So music plays a very important role. And I'm also really grateful to people like Professor Veronica Mackay, Professor Mandla Makaya, who inspired me to study when it was hard, because now I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a musician or I wanted to be an academic. But when you have education, no one can ever take that away from you.
Just before I let you go, a very interesting time for South Africa where the beauty of the country is being showcased. G20 summit is coming, and I would imagine also that the art, this fraternity that is key, it's time also to show the world that South Africa is a formidable force when it comes to this.
Well, I'm actually very happy that the G20 is in South Africa and in Africa for the very first time. I just hope the organizers have made sure that those young Amapianos or old people like us, Sisleta, you know, Mam Abigail, are given a space as well to be there. I haven't seen any of those, but I know that the Global Citizen, that does a lot of work as well, will be coming to South Africa. And I hope this G20 brings something. I've seen town is being cleaned, you know, given a facelift. This should not be the end. This should just be the beginning. And we shouldn't be waiting for such occasions to clean up our space. And we can't expect government and municipalities to do it themselves. We as citizens as well must take responsibility and not just throw trash anywhere. Yeah.
Thank you so much indeed for your time. Yvonne Chaka Chaka there, actually, it's really reflecting about the accomplishment, an incredibly wonderful night here in Sandton, Juliet. And of course, we know that this is the 18th installment of the Calabash Awards.